across Bogota. Those protests continue, but I see, looking ahead to 2020, that without a real agenda from the protesters, I see these protests continuing, but actually continuing to, at the same time, peter out insofar as their influence and their ability to disrupt lives. And then you also have the additional challenge of a large informal economy that continues, again, especially with informal firms and informality that negatively affects economic growth rates. And can go through a presentation this day and age right now without talking about external shocks, and of course the unknown external economic shocks for Colombia and for the region, with the economic implications of coronavirus, among other external shocks. If you go to the next slide, please. The hydrocarbon sector, and we'll talk about this in further depth, but the hydrocarbon sector represents an incredible opportunity for Colombia. The sector has grown steadily in recent years. We went from extracting just about 530,000 barrels oil barrels per day in 2004 to just about 900,000 last year. Colombia's oil production just in the last year grew almost 4%. Gas production almost 9%. So this growth in the hydrocarbon sector was due to a number of reasons, one of which is good government policies, as well as increased confidence among investors. And if you go to the next slide, you'll see this virtuous circle of what can be represented through the sector. That good government policies translate into sector growth, which translate in increased royalty. It means more resources for development projects. And also good government policies means more initiatives to provide increased incentives for investment. All of this is, I think, critical for development of Colombia's economy overall, but especially a key priority is development of rural areas in Colombia. And we can get into this, others can get into this as part of this discussion today, but if you go to the next slide, one of the big questions when you look at energy policy in Colombia, the next slide, please, is the large question right now about hydraulic fracturing. And there's a real split among the population of whether of a forward movement or yes or no on hydraulic fracturing. Incredibly contentious subject, but frankly, hydraulic fracturing for Colombia represents, I think, an important opportunity for development of the rural areas that are going to be so imperative for consolidating the peace and for moving forward. So with that, I will end.